This is episode 2 of a series in which I'm giving you 8 reasons for which I believe you should vote on December 7 and you should vote for the MPP. In the previous episode, I spent some time reminding you of why Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is the best option for Ghana's youth. In this episode, I want to spend some time and show you why only Bawumia can be trusted to protect and improve the free senior high school program. Free senior high school. A commendable idea like this. Why should it even be a subject that is debated in an election like the election of 2024? Now, for those of you, my colleagues who are first-time voters, I want to take you on a trip down memory lane. The year 2008. Where were you by then, by the way? In 2008, candidate nanaakufoaddo promised that he was going to introduce education reforms, including the free senior high school program, if he was elected as president. From that election till about 2016, the NDC is consistently opposed to free senior high school. Sometimes they say, "Enye possible say yebema Ghanaentertainment wa qualify for senior high school say onko free nane mama ne papa ntua school fees." Sometimes they say if you have 2 billion cedis, you don't have to invest it in free senior high school.
The government has budgeted 2 billion cedis for free SHS for this academic year. If you have 2 billion more to spend on education, will you spend all of it on free SHS?
That Ghana must not introduce free SHS on the whimsical promise of a desperate politician.
School. Sometimes they say it's just politics. But the big picture is that consistently they've been against it. In fact, in election 2012 and 2016, they sponsored several adverts trying to convince the people of Ghana say free SHS no. But why is the MPP talking about free senior high school? Is it that we have nothing else to talk about? It's because the MPP's philosophy has always been that we should invest in the dignity of the Ghanaian. Until President Kufuor capitation grant buy, or the school feeding program buy, or the free maternal health care buy, say uwa fa ubakra free. NDC 4 ban fear work after President Kufuor no. Apart from e-blocks, schools and that trees or more, no man said any BBA education. Then I'm in say NDC for Mundi free SHS in need. I want to show you the NDC's blueprint for financing education. It's called the Education Strategic Plan that was published in February 2012. It was under the signature of Betty Moldidrisu, who was Minister for Education at the time. It's online. Google it and download it yourself. And go to page 29 and I'll show you something. On page 29, where they talk about senior high school education, this is the NDC's real belief. According to the NDC, most of the students who attend public senior secondary education actually come from private schools, and therefore they are not poor. These are not my words, these are the NDC's words. And they go on to say that they should not receive boarding subsidies. They go on further to say that, however, it is important to subsidize those that they classify as needy students, especially those from the northern and other hard-to-reach areas. How are they going to do this? Go down a bit further. One of the ways they are going to do this is by using what they call means testing. Another way they want to do this is by giving loans to needy students. And then a third way that they want to do this is almost laughable. It's what they call student self-help schemes, where students will be cooking and cleaning to be able to support their education. I'm not kidding you. This is in the Education Strategic Plan published in February 2012 by the NDC under the signature of Betty Moldidrisu, Education Minister at the time. Google it and read it. Now let me break it down for you. What it means is that according to the NDC, their true belief is that people who go to senior high school are not poor. And therefore you should separate what they call the needy and let those that they believe can afford pay. And then those that they separate and call the needy, then they will give them some subsidy for boarding. And how are they going to do it? They are going to do means testing. What does that mean? That means that they are going to apply a mechanism to say, you should pay. You should pay. You should pay. But this one should not pay. What that actually will end up meaning is that if you don't have connections to NDC officials, if you don't have protocol allocations, you are not going to get free senior high school. That is the true intendment of the NDC policy. The other way they want to do it is by what they call student self-help schemes, where students will either have to do some cooking or cleaning to be able to support their education. Not my words, it's in their strategic plan. MPP view it different. You see, we qualify for senior high school, no? Into school fees free. You go to 2016, I feel NDC for who say free SHS air popular. No more the idea be by so okay. The progressively free SHS aba. No so awufu bi asen kakra ana awufu ni bi ebe so masen kakra no comment ya. It was just the announcement. Today they are sponsoring a lot of TV adverts saying that the former president Mahama is the one who initiated the free senior high school. No correct. Don't be fooled by that gimmick. Nanakufoaddo and Dr. Bawumia started free SHS in 2017. Since then, about 5.7 million Ghanaian children have benefited from this program. Millions of households have been saved from paying an average of about 3,500 cedis since 2017. The NDC has since 2008 always been against free SHS. And now because of the election, they want to remanufacture history so that you will fall for that trick. They even teamed up with some media houses from 2017 to publish fake stories about the free senior high school program, seeking to use it to validate their time-held belief against the way we are handling it. But millions of Ghanaian households have benefited and will benefit if the MPP stays in power. Let me be blunt. You cannot trust former President Mahama and the NDC on free SHS. If you vote for them, this is what it means. In accordance with their program, they will apply a means test. Some will get, some will not get. And if you don't have connections to the NDC or protocol allocations, I can assure you, you will be one of those who will not get it. But you can trust Bawumia and the MPP to protect free SHS as is and to improve it. That every Ghanaian child who qualifies for public senior high school should go to school free of charge. We'll also deal with outstanding bottlenecks, including infrastructure. No one, however, is stopped from attending and paying fees for private senior high education. But public schools will continue to be free for all Ghanaians, rich or poor, NPP or NDC, Christian or Muslim. This is the major difference between Bawumia and Mahama on the free SHS program and the free TVET program. The most popular social intervention since independence. And working with the private sector through his PPP initiatives, Dr. Bawumia will also ensure that adequate infrastructure and logistics like transportation, vehicles, etc. are made available during his tenure. For those of you who are going to tertiary, the MPP has already built and is promising an expanded access to the no guarantor student loan scheme to support your tertiary education. All you need is your Bawumia Ghana card. You get that loan today, run your education, and then when you get a job subsequently, you pay for it. Remember that the NDC even poo-pooed the Ghana card idea. Remember when they said nobody should register? Now, that card is going to help you even get a guarantor free loan for your tertiary education. If you're a child of a cocoa farmer, it's even sweeter, because then it means that you are now getting free tertiary education if you are the child of a cocoa farmer. The toil of your parents on the cocoa farms will take you even further in education. Under Bawumia, you can be sure that our education programs like free SHS, free TVET, capitation grant, school feeding, the guarantor free student loan scheme, and the free tertiary education for the children of cocoa farmers will be protected and improved. Under Mahama, these will collapse. Because as I've shown you with the evidence, the NDC fundamentally does not believe in it. So if you have benefited from the free senior high school program already, bro, sis, it be your responsibility to protect them. Your responsibility is to vote, and to vote to protect the free senior high school program so that the next generation, your younger brothers and sisters, can also benefit from what you benefited from. Mommy, Papa, se wo menye bia, buama wufu aka no so emma enye bi. Se mpo ba wo JSS na onya emnuru SHS a eno kra ne hia se obebo ho ban na bro bedu ho no. Free SHS no atenase mo no so etumi anya ho mfaso. Vote in this election to protect and improve the free senior high school program. And there's only one person who we can trust to protect and improve the free senior high school program. His name is Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia.